Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the NBA slate on DraftKings for Tuesday, December the 18th. We got a 4-game slate for Tuesday. I'm going to go through each position, talk about some of my favorite plays that I like, the studs, mid-tier plays, and value plays I see at each position. I'll try and hit on all of it. Before we do get started, though, guys, I would appreciate it if you would drop a like on the video. It does help me out a lot, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below, so that way you won't miss out on any of my new videos. But point guard today, looking at this position, we don't have anyone over 10K here. Most expensive point guards, John Wall, and he is 9,800. And just looking at this slate and looking at pricing, I don't see myself playing a ton of John Wall today, unless a lot of good value opens up. Because we do have LeBron on this slate, and he is 10-6. And I just feel like I'm going to be paying a lot more, or going to be playing a lot more LeBron than I do John Wall. Love the matchup for John Wall. Great spot against a fast-paced Hawks team, a Hawks team that's bad defensively. Trae Young individually as a defender, like one of the worst defenders in the league. So it's a great spot for John Wall. He's been playing excellent lately. 66, 40, and 79 DraftKings points his last 3 games. But the price tag's really getting up there. He's up to 9,800. And for him to be a guy you need to roster on this slate, he's going to have to get you at least 60 DraftKings points. And I just feel a lot safer that LeBron can get me 60 for a little bit more salary. So unless a lot of value opens up, won't be playing a ton of John Wall today. Kind of the same with Victor Oladipo. He's 9,100, and that just feels like a little bit of an overpay today. He did finally have a big game, his last game against the Knicks, putting up 57 DraftKings points in 36 minutes. But again, Oladipo feels like a guy you're just kind of spending too much for. I don't think point guard's a position I want to pay up today, just because a lot of these top guys feel overpriced, feel unnecessary. Like D'Angelo Russell obviously has a lot of upside, and especially in this matchup, but he is 8,100, and we know Russell, especially his minutes, are very volatile. Spencer Dinwiddie's been getting consistent run, consistent minutes, but he's up to 7,600 in price. I think the guys I really want to play at point guard are probably in the mid-range, like Jamal Murray, maybe even Lonzo, Trae Young. I think these are guys I'm probably going to be playing the most of. I would say my favorite out of these 3 would probably be Jamal Murray at 6,600. Just without Gary Harris, Will Barton, Paul Millsap on the court. We're getting monster usage out of Jamal Murray. His price tag is pretty nice on this slate at 6,600. I think he does have pretty nice upside to pay off this price tag and return a lot of value on this price. Lonzo finally had a big game on Saturday against the Hornets. Put up a triple-double, had like 50 or 60 DraftKings points. We know Lonzo has a ton of upside. Trae Young, very volatile, but when he's hitting his shots, he has a lot of upside as well. But Jamal Murray, if I'm to roster one guy, I think it's 6,600. He's my favorite play in the mid-range. And then talking about value, so right now, as I'm recording this Monday night, it looks like Dennis Smith Jr. is more on the doubtful side than questionable. He's listed as questionable on DraftKings, but I think he's more on the doubtful side, so we should see DSJ out today. And if he is out, I think JJ Barea, if he is able to play, is a value play that I really like at 4,300. Right now it's looking like DSJ is going to be out and JJ Barea is going to play. Right here it says that Barea said he plans to play Tuesday against the Nuggets. He missed the last 2 games with an ankle sprain, but appears to be on the cusp of a return after participating in some Monday's practice. So Barea should be playing here, and he should get about 22 to 24 minutes off the bench with DSJ out. I imagine Jalen Brunson is going to start, but Barea is so productive when he's on the court that if he gets 22 to 23 minutes, he could easily put up close to 30 DraftKings points, if not more. Barea just has a lot of upside when he gets minutes, and I expect the minutes to be there if Dennis Smith Jr. is out. So I like him a ton at 4,300. You could go to Brunson for cheaper. I imagine people are going to go to Brunson because he'll be the starter. But JJ Barea just has so much upside and is so productive when he's on the court that I think he's the guy I would prefer. But that's probably it for point guard value plays. So let's go ahead and move on to shooting guard now. Kind of the same with shooting guard it is for point guard, just the top options don't really feel necessary. Maybe Bradley Beal at 8,500 if you want to go to him. Great spot for Bradley Beal. Love this game because you have 2 teams that play fast, 2 teams that are not good defensively. But 8,500 for Bradley Beal feels like a bit of an overpay as well, especially when John Wall is healthy. It's a smaller slate, so if Beal gets like 45, he could be good enough on this slate. But at 8,500, I'm wanting 50 plus out of Bradley Beal. And I'm just not sure he has that kind of upside when John Wall is healthy. The Wizards also got Trevor Ariza in a trade as well. Ariza could start and take some shots away from Bradley Beal. so probably going to be avoiding Bradley Beal at 8,500 today. I think shooting guard, I really like the mid-range again here. I like Jamal Murray, who can play here. I like Kent Bazemore a lot at 6,300. If I'm going to play one guy from the Hawks today, I think it's probably Kent Bazemore. He's just been so consistent, so productive with Taurean Prince off the court. He's been starting all these games lately, and he's been playing consistent minutes every night. 33, 32, 29, 32 minutes. Been productive, giving you at least 30 DraftKings points in 4 straight games. I expect Bazemore to pput up 30-plus DK points again, and if this game stays competitive, I expect him to play 30-plus minutes again. Definitely a more safer option than Trae Young, If Trae Young or if Bazemore and Trae Young are the same price like they are on DraftKings, I think I prefer Bazemore in that situation. Not sure what their prices are on FanDuel. But looking at those two guys, Bazemore and Young, I think I prefer Bazemore. He's $100 less. He's been a lot more consistent. You could argue that Trae Young has more upside, but I think the safer play is definitely Kent Bazemore. Just his minutes have been so consistent lately, which we love to see. So I do like him a lot at shooting guard. And then other plays, maybe value at this position. Not a lot that I love here if we're going cheap. Really not a ton stands out to me. We got some injuries here. Allen Crabbe listed as questionable. Tyreek Evans listed as questionable. But I don't think those injuries are really going to impact this position a ton. So let's move on to small forward now. We do have LeBron at the top here, who is a guy that I definitely want to pay up for, especially on a short slate where our stud options are really limited. So definitely like LeBron here against Brooklyn. This Nets team really doesn't have anyone that can slow him down. I expect LeBron to play 30-plus minutes, 35 to 36 minutes if this game is competitive. Last 2 games have both been somewhat blowouts. Lost that game against the Wizards by 18, beat the Hornets by 28. So we only got 30 and 32 minutes out of LeBron. But if this game against Brooklyn could stay competitive, obviously that's a big if, but if it can, we should get 36, 37, 38 minutes out of LeBron James. Could easily put up 60 DraftKings points against the Nets, so like him a ton at 10-6. Feels a little bit underpriced for his upside that he brings on a nightly basis and the high floor that he gives you. He's definitely the stud that I want to pay up for on this slate. But other small forwards besides LeBron, position's pretty bad, but there's definitely some value plays here. Potentially Jeff Green at 4,800. We don't have any news on Trevor Ariza yet, if he's going to be able to play or not. But we do know that Otto Porter is going to be out for this game. So Jeff Green should continue to start for Otto Porter. At 4,800, you can play him. If Ariza starts for Otto Porter and they move Jeff Green back to the bench, if Ariza is able to go, I definitely like him at 4,600. He probably will become one of the top values on the slate if he's able to play today for the Wizards, because the minutes should be there, especially with Otto Porter out. But that's probably it for this position. Mostly want to pay up for LeBron here if I can. Maybe a guy like Harrison Barnes you could go to as a price play, but on a 4-game slate, Harrison Barnes not really a guy I want to trust. Not really a guy I want to rely on. Just not a guy that brings a lot of upside to the table. So let's move on to power forward. At the top of this position, you have guys like John Collins, Kuzma, Sabonis. I don't feel like are going to be very guys I have much exposure to, guys that are core plays for me today. I think this position we can probably go cheaper. I like Larry Nance a lot at 6K. I've been playing Larry Nance a lot lately. I didn't play any NBA DFS on Saturday. I know he got moved, or he didn't play that many minutes. He only played 26 minutes. That game did blow out. I think Ante Zizic started that game because they wanted Zizic to defend Joel Embiid. Zizic did play like 17 minutes, I believe. Channing Frye barely played any minutes. We got 26 minutes off the bench for Larry Nance. I imagine for this game against the Pacers, we're going to get Channing Frye starting, and we're going to get Larry Nance playing 30-plus minutes off the bench. Nance is just so productive. If he plays 30-plus minutes at 6K, could easily get 6x value on this price. 36 to 40 DraftKings points is definitely a possibility for Nance. And maybe with people seeing that he only played 26 minutes last game and had a bad game, they'll shy away from him. But with the price tag dropping a little bit, I really like Larry Nance a lot here. Still power forward and center eligible on DraftKings, so very appealing play. But now talking about value at this position, not a lot that I love besides the guys I've talked about. Jeff Green, I like it with Porter out. Ariza, I like a lot if he's able to go. Should see some good run with Porter out. Dedmon, Plumlee, with their price tag increases, don't feel like are going to be guys I have a ton of exposure to today. So let's move on to center now. So we do have Nikola Jokic at the top of this position. Obviously, Jokic is a really good play on the slate. He's just been playing so good lately with all those guys out for the Nuggets. He's been seeing massive usage, been very consistent, playing very consistent minutes, 33 to 35 minutes a night, sometimes even more. He's put up at least 50 DraftKings points in 3 of his last 4 games. This matchup against the Mavericks, don't really have any concerns here. Jokic should be able to do well against DeAndre Jordan. Talking about other studs on the slate, though, it's going to be hard for me to prioritize Jokic over LeBron. Between John Wall and Jokic, I think I prefer John Wall. It's close. I like both guys a lot. But with them being so similarly priced to LeBron, just not going to be playing a ton of these guys unless value opens up. I'm mostly going to have LeBron today. So won't be paying up for a ton of Jokic, but like I said, if value opens up and lineups where I don't have LeBron, I'm for sure going to have some Jokic. I will try and get in as much as I can. But center is a position where we could go to the mid-range today. I don't love like the upper tier plays besides Jokic like Collins, Turner, Sabonis, Jordan. I don't feel like these are going to be guys I play a ton today. I like the mid-range. I like Jarrett Allen a lot at this position at 5,500. I like this matchup for him. I like the spot for Brooklyn just playing up in pace, going up against the Lakers. Have a lot of interest in Jarrett Allen today, especially if JaVale McGee is able to go. If JaVale McGee is able to play, I believe he is questionable with the illness. If he's able to play, we should get about 23 to 24 minutes out of JaVale McGee, and we should see Jarrett Allen out there on the court as long as McGee is out there on the court. And also, if McGee plays, we should get about 19 to 20 minutes from Tyson Chandler, him playing some run off the bench. So I feel really safe about Jarrett Allen's minutes if McGee can play, because McGee and Chandler, one of them is going to be on the court at all times, which should lean to Jarrett Allen getting more productive run, getting more minutes. Should see him in the 28 to 30 minute range as long as McGee plays. If McGee is out, I'm a bit concerned about Jarrett Allen because with McGee out, they're not going to play Tyson Chandler like 30 minutes. They're going to play some small ball lineups, which could potentially lean to Jarrett Allen getting less minutes. But if McGee plays, love Jarrett Allen here at 5,500 against the Lakers. Guy just has a lot of upside, especially at this really cheap price tag. He's probably my favorite center play. If JaVale McGee's able to go, I don't mind him at 4,700. Should get about 24 to 25 minutes out of him, maybe even more if he's playing well. In this matchup with the Nets, JaVale McGee has a ton of upside. Could be a really good play if he's able to go. Prefer to get up to Jarrett Allen, but you could consider JaVale McGee. Maybe a guy like Markieff Morris, at 5,100. He's coming off some dud games lately, but the minutes are still pretty high for Markieff if he can stay out of foul trouble. He did foul out that game against Brooklyn. He fouled out in that game against Boston. I'm not sure why he played 11 minutes in that game against the Lakers. Might have got hurt. Looks like he exited Sunday's game against the Lakers. Got hurt in that game. If he can stay out of foul trouble, obviously doesn't get hurt, should get about 25 to 26 minutes out of Markieff Morris. And at 5,100 against the Hawks, definitely like him. And then if McGee is out, you could roll with Tyson Chandler, but McGee was out in their last game, and we only got 20 minutes out of Tyson Chandler, which really isn't that much. He did start, but only played 20 minutes. I imagine get about the same amount of minutes for Chandler, even if McGee's out. So probably not a guy I'm going to play a ton, but for sure will be in my player pool. If I get some Tyson Chandler, I'm fine with it, but not really going to be a guy that I prioritize. So I think that's it for center, guys, and I think that's it for the video. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully it did help you. If you enjoyed the video, just make sure you click that like button down below. I would appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe as well if you have not already. If you do have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT, or you can leave any comments down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, guys, good luck tonight on the short 4-game slate. We will see you back in the next video. Peace.